So I'm in the retail area here, and let's have a look at a parameter that's on a call center. So when we go into the call center, I've created a new call center here, and let's have a look at the parameters. Now I've got a parameter turned off, which is enable price order control, and what this does is allows us to control who can actually change the prices on the sales orders that we're entering. So this works with the call center. Now this works in conjunction with the parameter on the item. So if I go to released items, let's go to find the item that we're going to work with. So this is our item, and if we go to the sales fast tab on the item, so if we scroll down we'll find sell, and then we'll see a parameter here which is allow price adjust. So if I tick this, then we wouldn't would be allowing the price adjust, but it's unticked, so we're not allowing the price adjust. So that's the parameter and how it's set on our item, but it won't work unless the call center parameter is enabled. So let's go and have a look at creating a order first before we change the parameter on the call center setup. So I'm going to go into call center, and I'm going to go to my customer service form, and you'll see that we can find a customer. So I'll just use this customer, so US 003, and this should give me my past order details. So let's go and create a new sales order. So here we can go and put in our item number, so X103 is our item. So I'm going to save the line, and so we have our base price. So now I'm going to put in a new price, so I'm going to make it more expensive and save the line. So you'll see I can change the price. So let's go and have a look at the effect. I'm just going to delete the order, so we'll put in a new one after we change the parameter. I'll go across to my call center, and then we'll enable price control. So I'm going to turn this parameter on, and then we'll just save our call center setup, and then we'll close it out to make sure it's saved. Alright, so the parameter is turned on the call center, and then on our item we're not allowing price adjust. So let's go and put it in the order again. So X103, and this is the order price, so we'll save the line to the base order price, and so now we're going to put a price change, and so now we'll get an error message that says item does not allow price adjustments. So that's the effect of the parameter. Now let's have a look at a variation. So let's have a look at the effect of in the call center with the enable price control turned on, but on the item we're going to allow price overrides. So if we go to sell, I'm going to turn on our parameter to adjust, allow price adjust. So we'll save our item, and now we've got the parameter turned on. Let's go and have a look at the effect on our order. So I'll go into sales order, we'll add a line and save it. So there's our base price. So then let's try to change our price. Okay, so here we'll then be prompted for the reason code and operator details about why we're changing that price. So that's the effect. If you want to allow price rise, then you want to get a supervisor or someone to validate or okay that that's an okay price adjustment. So that's a good control if you're trying to minimize people randomly changing prices in the system. So I'll just cancel this out, and we'll delete our order. So you'll find that parameter on the released item under allow price adjust, and you'll also see that on the retail setup for the call center, and it's enable order price control. Now, just as a side effect, I was doing the order through call center, and the parameters are really controlled to drive the order through call center. You'll see in the channel users I've set myself up. I'm just logged in as admin in my demo environment, so I can access the call center. So there's some of these rules on the call center that will also play into effect when you're doing an order from standard sales order. So if we go into standard sales and marketing and create an order from here and not from the call center, you'll see that this parameter still comes into play if the call center is set up and you're unable to use the call center. So let's go and put in a sales order here. So we'll say OK, and we'll say X103. Alright, so there's our sales order line, we've got our base price, and as we saw through the call center, if I change the price, I'm going to get prompted for the override because we've got the price control turned on. Now, this won't happen unless you've got a call center set up and you're allocated to the call center. Now, the functionality is designed to be used through the call center customer service order process, but it is a side effect that it will work there. But you do have to have that setup turned on the call center. So that's a quick walkthrough, enable order price control on the call center.